young tech-savvy buyers, condo trends, and how to revive the real estate market.
Next on the real estate news you can use. Welcome to Real Estate News You Can Use. What's going on, Keith?
How you doing, Ruben?
How you been?
Very good. Mighty fine, as they say.
Mighty fine.
Mighty fine.
What are those glasses for?
These are my X-ray glasses, so I can see everybody that's watching us. Whoa! Wow. My name's Keith.
I thought you were going to tell me those were your...
Ew.
I thought you were going to tell me those are your seeing into the future glasses. Since
They
you
are.
make so many predictions.
I do make predictions. That would be a good idea. These are my prediction glasses.
Okay.
And I can make you a prediction right now. This is my prediction. You want to hear it? A lot of people are talking that interest rates are going to come down again when the Federal Reserve meets, I think, in the next week or so, or within the next week. I'm going to say they're not going to go down.
Okay.
That's my prediction. So I could be wrong, but the majority of the people say they're going to come down. I say they're not going to come down.
Okay.
How's that?
Thanks.
I'll take my prediction glasses off now.
If this is your first time on renewsyoucanuse.com, this is a real estate and mortgage vodcast where we actually take 3 articles and discuss them, give you the news, and then flip it with our own commentary that me and Keith from our own backgrounds, me being in the mortgage industry and Keith being in the real estate industry.
Giddy up.
And give it to you so you can use it. Real estate news you can use.
And I just want to thank Dunkin' Donuts because America runs on dunks.
America runs on Dunkin', yes it does. So why don't we start?
Sure. We want to talk about the young tech-savvy buyers.
Yes,
That's
from
what,
realestatejournal.com, the
yep.
first article.
First article, young tech-savvy buyers need real estate agents' help. Do they or do they not need help?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this article is some interesting stats that I didn't know about that you and I kind of talked about for a minute before we went on.
Right.
And what was the one that you were quite surprised about?
My interesting, what I really was kind of surprised, it's not that surprising, but the median age of a realtor is 51 years old.
Wow.
51 years
right
old.
You just make it. You're right at that median.
Right, exactly.
Nice.
While first-time buyers were 49%, among first-time home buyers, 49% were between 25 and 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, median age of home buyers was 39 though, so there's a whole generation gap.
I'll tell you what I thought was really interesting about this article. Towards the end, it talks about something that kind of surprised me, because you would think that home ownership would be good for the economy, and it was suggesting that home ownership is not necessarily very good for the economy, because just like in that book, Who Moved My Cheese, the economy changes, and not only does the economy change in a particular place, but it moves from place to place. So let's say the economy is really good in Boston and poor in New York, and then vice versa. People who own houses in Boston will tend to stay in Boston even though the economy may change. And if there are renters, they'll be more likely to move to New York where the economy is thriving, thus making the U.S. economy even stronger. So places like Alabama, Michigan, and Mississippi, who kind of have the worst economy, one of the worst economies,
Right.
They actually have the highest rate of home ownership. So it's kind of strange, you wouldn't actually think of it that way, and I didn't. And so I actually learned something, and I hope you just did too. For more information, go to renewsyoucanuse.com and click the realestatejournal.com article.
RE News You Can Use. Well, as far as the tech-savvy buyers, that's why we're putting on our show, right?
That's right.
So they can check it out.
You got it.
We're right on top of that. We're right on the ball. So next is an article from realtytimes.com. Condo trends, was that the bottom? Well, basically this article is about someone's opinion on whether we have actually hit rock bottom as far as the real estate market.
Right.
Another opinion.
Well, not just the reals, but the condo market.
The condo market,
more
right.
specifically. And you know how I feel, because I've been saying this. If you've been watching me, you know exactly how I feel. I think we have hit the bottom, and if we haven't, we are so close to the bottom that buyers get on board and start buying right now, because you're going to be kicking yourself in the pants if you don't start looking and buying soon.
Right. Well, it says right here, given the present trends in income and house prices, real estate excesses in the past 5 years will have vanished by spring 2008.
Yeah, and it
So-
also says, Ruben, it's at the very bottom, it says, so when should buyers jump in the water? And it says, market watchers say, I guess I'm a market watcher because it says, now, before it heats up again. Ding!
Short and sweet. Check it out. RE News. You can use.
I think this would be an appropriate time to talk about interest rates a little bit for a second, Ruben.
Sure.
Interest rates for the short-term rates have come down, but the long-term rates have gone up. At the beginning of the year, they were basically at 6%. They
Right.
dropped down to about 5.625% for a very short time. And then now, Ruben, as of, what's today, March 6th?
March
They're right
6th.
around 6.5% for the average loan right now would be 6.5% for an 80/20 loan.
Right.
So I think that's, they're going up, and there's a reason why they're going up. And if you want to know why they're going up, go back to, I believe, episode 35, and I give a good reason why rates have gone up and why they may continue to go up. And again, that leads me to the reason of why I put on my prediction of why I believe that the Fed will not be lowering rates in the coming weeks.
Thanks, Keith.
You're welcome.
Let's go on a third article from Newsweek. Actually, the article is Reviving the Real Estate Market. Why lower home prices are the only true solution for housing collapse. And I really did like this article. Because it really gets down and dirty as far as
Yeah, baby.
what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know, what needs to be done.
Yep.
And I think one of the best lines in this article is that there aren't more homes than there are Americans who want homes, and that would be a true surplus. So basically,
Right.
they're saying, he says that, a lot of people say there's a surplus in housing right now.
Mhm. But that's not the case.
That's not really the case. There's a lot of homes, obviously,
Mhm.
but there are probably even more people that want to buy homes. They just don't want to buy them at the current market prices that are being advertised.
That's right. There are people that want to buy the houses, but not at these prices.
Right.
Because they can't afford them at these prices, but they do want the houses. So there's still demand for houses, but not at this price.
Exactly. So basically, he's saying lower the home prices where they need to be.
Yeah.
It's going to revive the market, keep it going.
Yeah, he's basically saying, I don't want to be harsh about it, but don't let the government step in. He didn't even say that, but he says, I don't want to be harsh about it, but if people have to get kicked out of the house, they have to get kicked out of the house in order for prices to come down. So be it, because that's the way the market works. And basically he's saying that the second, the subheading says, why lower home prices are lower, excuse me, let me start all over. Why lower home prices are the only true solution to the housing collapse.
Right.
You basically have to, to revive the market, you have to lower the prices across the board virtually.
This is a really great article. I'll read another piece of this article. It says, basically the whole housing situation that we're in right now is elementary economics. He says that pretend that houses are apples, Keith.
Right. Yep.
Right? We have 1,000 apples priced at $1 a piece. They're not selling. We can either keep the price at $1 and watch the apples rot, or cut the price until people buy.
That's exactly what banks tend to do with their bank-owned listings.
Housing is no
They start at 300, and then 30 days later they go down to 280. If it doesn't sell, they cut it again 30 days later down to 260, just like the Apple concept.
Exactly. It's
Good article.
It's a perfect article. Check out the article for more at RE News. You can use
.com!
So those are our 3 articles. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ruben. This is Keith.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Bye-bye.